You've spent hundreds of hours studying, right? You grind through textbooks, your highlighters are completely dead, and you've reread the same chapter 50 times. Then you get the exam, and your brain just completely shuts down. You know the answer is in there, but you can't get it out. But what if I told you the secret to perfect memory wasn't in a textbook? It's in Captain America's brain. If you want to study like Captain America, you don't need a super serum. You need his strategy. This guy doesn't just punch things. He's a genius tactician. And today, I'm giving you his 5 secret battle tactics that will literally change how you study forever. You're not going to believe this. Look, when you think of Captain America, you think of the shield. You think of his crazy strength. But his biggest weapon is actually his brain. This guy is a master strategist. He manages a team of actual gods and wins when everything is on the line. He's not just strong, he's insanely smart. And I realized his battle tactics are the world's best study tactics. So we're breaking down his 5 secret strategies that you can start using right now. Tactic number 1, have a plan. Captain America would never just run into a fight and start throwing punches. That's insane. He finds the biggest threat and focuses on that. But that's what we do. We open a book to page 1 and try to learn everything. It's the worst way to study. You need to be strategic. Before you do anything, look at your syllabus and find the most important topics. This is the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. And it's crazy. 80% of your grade comes from just 20% of your studying. Your only mission is to find that 20% and attack it. This means you stop passively rereading and highlighting. That stuff is useless. Conquer the most important stuff first. Okay, tactic number 2 is huge. You know Cap's most famous line, "I can do this all day." That's not a flex. It is a promise that he will not quit. This is our next tactic. Forget motivation. You need discipline. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and goes. It's useless. Discipline is a system. Stop waiting to feel like studying. Put it in your calendar. These are meetings with yourself, and you are not allowed to cancel them. And I'm not saying you have to study for 8 hours straight. That's crazy. Even Cap takes a break. I'm talking about showing up even for just 25 minutes. Do these short bursts and then take a real break. This builds insane mental endurance, way more than one crazy all-nighter. It's not about one heroic study session. It's about doing it every single day. Tactic number 3, assemble. Feynman. Tactic number 3, when Captain America yells assemble, he's using his entire team of specialists to win. He knows he can't do it alone, and honestly, neither can you. So our third tactic is this: learn by teaching. I'm not even kidding. This is one of the most powerful study hacks in the world. It's called the Feynman Technique. After you study something, you have to try and explain it out loud in the simplest way possible, like you're talking to a 5-year-old. I promise you, you will instantly find the gaps in your own understanding. If you can't explain it simply, you don't really get it yet. Teaching literally forces you to organize your thoughts and turns shaky knowledge into 100% confidence. Number 4, on your left. You know that scene in the MCU where Cap keeps lapping Falcon on their run and he just says, "on your left," over and over and over? That is our next tactic, spaced repetition. Your brain is literally designed to forget things. It's throwing information away constantly. The only way to fight this forgetting curve is by reviewing information at increasing time intervals. So when you learn something, you review it an hour later, then a day later, then a few days after that. Just like Cap lapping Falcon, you are strategically seeing the material right before you forget it. Science has proven this is way better for your memory than cramming. You're basically tricking your brain into thinking this information is super important and locking it in forever. And the final, most important tactic, the shield. Captain America's shield isn't for hiding. He uses it to attack. He's constantly probing for weaknesses and going on offense. And that's our last tactic, active recall. This is the most important one, so listen up. Most people study completely wrong. They just reread their notes or highlight their textbook. This is like hiding behind your shield and hoping you learn something. It has been scientifically proven to be an awful way to learn. Active recall is the opposite. It's actively forcing the information out of your brain. You close the book and ask yourself questions. You do practice problems. You use flashcards. You are attacking with your shield. It's way harder, but if you do this, I promise you will remember literally everything. Studies show students who use it have insanely better retention. All right, let's recap the entire game plan. First, create a plan of attack and find the most important topics. Second, build insane discipline so you can do this all day. Third, assemble your knowledge by teaching it. Fourth, use on your left for spaced repetition. And finally, use your shield for active recall and test yourself non-stop. You don't need a super serum to study like Captain America. You just need to be strategic, disciplined, and absolutely relentless. If you're prepared, you'll be calm and you will dominate when the pressure is on. If you want more insane challenges like this, smash that subscribe button right now and tell me in the comments which hero we should do next. This is Peak Razor. Let's build productivity systems that win daily.